Maybe also come under this.
At the moment, we are not thinking in terms of retrospective things. So, but of course, it will now simultaneously start initiating action against auditors and other professionals if there is misconduct, because we realize that many of the troubles of companies can be avoided if only timely action is taken by the concerned professionals who advise, and if they fail to, and if there's concrete evidence to prove that they've been failing in their duty, there will be action through the individuals or companies. Jaydev Gallaji had also questions.
Is the member of the
So he's here. नहीं वो इधर है जी. I wonder if my MOS is against my answering you for your questions. You were questioning on the change of the year, accounting year for companies. The proposed amendment that we are bringing in is for companies which are present in India and also which are present abroad. And in case the companies present in India wanting to align with the companies with which they are group companies or holding companies, if they want to align their financial accounting year with their companies, it's company specific, and therefore we thought they should approach the central government. It's not in that excuse gathering more power to the center, but it's company specific requirement, and it's not blanket change for everybody. And the spirit with which you said maybe in today's situation it will be too much for them to take that expenditure, well, it's company specific, and it's up to them. If they want it, they take it, and if they don't, we are not forcing them. And there's nothing which is being contemplated about bringing one financial year for anybody. I'll finally probably come to the last two speakers. Shri Manoj Kotakji said, can there be some relaxation to companies having less than 1 crore capital, saying can they be exempted from dematerialization requirement. The proposed amendment which is here on board is only an enabling provision to empower central government to prescribe classes of unlisted companies. The suggestion made by the Honourable MP, therefore, shall be kept in view, but even the enabling provision that is being made now will take years for it to even find its cascading effect on companies to the ground level. Finally, Sri Ritesh Pandeji, is he here, or shall I save time not replying him since he's not here? That was about the fit and proper position of the company's definition for it. So therefore, what I would like to underline is the proposed amendments are for ease of doing business largely. The proposed amendments, most of them are those which have already come into force through the ordinance because the notifications were issued. The proposed amendments other than those which have come through the notification are the ones which are new, but they're largely being brought in for bringing in a better governance framework, and therefore also to look at small and medium, about which quite a few members spoke, and reducing the burden on them, compounding being reduced to non-compounding offences, so that those who have done small omissions of or commissions of compliance will be treated with kid glove. So in the larger picture, we are looking at Companies Act, which will be far more friendlier for companies to keep in mind and comply, rather than worry about the implementation of it. So I seek all members' cooperation in having this Companies Law Amendment Bill passed, so that we get out of the ordinance kind of a situation into a legislative situation. And if the words of Dr. Pinaki Mishra has got to be taken, more inputs to come. Letter from you is welcome, sir, as you suggested. And if there's a need, in order to bring in better ease of doing business, we're willing to bring in any other amendment which will fundamentally change the spirit with which we can work. Thank you very much for giving the.
Sir, what I observed that our Honourable Finance Minister is persuading a carrot